I live on a big street where I grew up. I left there to work. I have them go, I don't see them.
I don't like it back to me. Just trying to get the vitamins in their body.
One of the main focuses.
Yeah.
I call this meeting to order at 6:03. Dr. Flores, I hand it over to you.
Good evening, everyone. At this time, we move forward with the invocation, and we have Ms. Adela Rodriguez leading us in the invocation. Thank you.
I would like to perform this invocation with a prayer. Dear Lord, thank you for getting us all here today safe and sound. We're grateful to be able to gather peacefully to help shape the future of our students and to keep our community updated. With holidays coming up, I pray that you continue to bless everyone in this room and keep them safe. Allow them to have a much-deserved break. Thank you. Amen.
And at this time, we have Miles Sack, and we do have a student, right? So who do we have?
All right, so good evening. We have three awesome ASB leaders to lead us in the pledge. We have Christabel Rodriguez, Caitlin Chung, and Teresa Rodriguez. Come on up, please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Hello, everyone. Please put your right hand over your heart. Face the flag. Ready? Begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So at this time, we have something special going on. As you know, we had our election. We had 3 of our trustees up for re-election, and nobody ran against them. Must be an indication of what a wonderful job they're doing and how happy our community is with their leadership. So at this time, we will move forward and do the swearing in of the board members. It will be Ms. Juanita Cruz, Mr. Joe Magallanes, and Mr. Michael Flowers. So why don't we start with, let's see, why don't we start with Ms. Juanita Cruz? Okay. You just come to the front. So who do we have from your family here?
We have Mr. Cruz, Hannah, and my brother.
Trustee Cruz, your willingness to step into this role speaks to your passion for education and your commitment to our community. I know you will bring your unique perspective, your strengths, and your heart to this work. I have no doubt that you will make a meaningful impact. It's now my honor to administer the oath of office. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Juanita Cruz,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the Constitution of the United States
and allegiance to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservations
without any mental reservations
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will
and that I will
well and faithfully
well and faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
upon which I'm about to enter.
upon which I'm about to enter.
Congratulations, Trustee
Thank
Cruz.
you.
You are now officially a member of the West Caribbean Unified Board of Education.
May I say a few words? So, we were just reminiscing earlier, Dr. Lopez was my daughter's first grade teacher. And in pondering, I was thinking, we sat in front of her for parent conferences, and now she's swearing us in, or swearing me in. It's very touching. Thank you, Dr.
Mr. Magallanes, you're next. And I believe you have family here?
Beautiful.
So family, would you please come on up?
And my brother
Who do you have
and
here?
sister, of course.
Mother.
Oh, this is my beautiful mother, Maria. Beautiful daughter, Isabella. My son, Jackson. My handsome son, Jackson. My other oldest son, Jonas. Everybody knows Dr. Lopez, of course. My younger sister, Claudia.
Okay, so I will do the honors, and thank you for asking me to.
Oh, absolutely.
It's a great honor. Thank you so much. So you can raise your right hand. Okay. I, Joe Magallanes,
I, Joe Magallanes,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
the duties upon which I am about to enter.
the duties upon which I am about to enter.
Congratulations. Okay, we have some flowers for you as well.
Oh, you got flowers too? Oh.
Yes.
One more. One, two, three. Dr. Flores, you should do this.
Yes, of
Yes.
course.
Smile, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Thank
thank
you all
you.
so much.
Okay, Mr. Flowers. And I believe you have a beautiful young lady here. Is she here?
Yes.
Okay, oh, there she is. Good to see you. Okay, so. And who else is here?
The wife and
Okay. Yes.
she was recording.
Maybe somebody else can record?
got you.
You sure? Okay.
Mario's.
So who's here with these?
My daughter Ariel and my granddaughter Giselle. Orangewood.
Orangewood student?
That's the truth.
Please raise your hand. I, Michael Flowers,
I, Michael Flowers,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
or affirm
or affirm
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of
and
California
the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true
that I will bear true
faith and allegiance
faith and allegiance
to the Constitution
to the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of California,
of the State of California,
that I take this obligation
that I take this obligation
freely
freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well
and that I will well
and faithfully discharge
and faithfully discharge
the duties upon
the duties upon
which I am about to enter.
which I am about to enter.
You want to get in here? You sure?
Okay, Dr. Amy, get in here with us. Please.
Monica, now can you please take roll call?
Ms. Cruz.
Present.
Mr. Magallanes.
Here.
Mrs. Magallanes. Here. Dr. Lopez.
Present.
Mr. Flowers. Ms. Rodriguez.
Present.
Ms. Valenzuela. Present. Ms. Bailey. Mr. Cavazos.
Present.
Dr. Flores.
Present.
Now report of action taken in closed session. Now report of action taken in closed session. Moving on to item 5, we did not take any action in closed session. So now we come to my favorite part, presentations.
I'm gonna go ahead and take over now because, we have a full audience and for obvious reasons, we have, our trustees who are starting their next term. But we also have, recognition of some very special partners, people who truly make an impact on the work that we do and on the lives of students. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with our first presentation. Actually, I'm turning it over to, Ms. Knudsen. You know,
Oh, I get to do all the fun stuff. All right, so, President Cruz, members of the board, Dr. Flores and guests, the much anticipated Red Ribbon Rally, made its return this year to West Covina. I think we're very excited about that. It took a bit of a hiatus during, following the pandemic, but this year it came back, bigger and better than ever. It was originated by the Rotary Club of West Covina, and this beloved tradition has brought students, staff, and community members together for over 20 years. This year, the Red Ribbon Rally broadened the focus by not only highlighting a united stand against alcohol, tobacco, and drug use, but incorporating the importance of mental wellness for students, staff, and our community. The event featured student performances from our performing arts groups, the invaluable support of the Camarena Foundation, the Drug Enforcement Administration, first responders, and local health organizations. Not to mention the ever famous pancake breakfast, which everybody always enjoys, and creating a festive and welcoming atmosphere to an estimated 1,500 attendees that day. While the event involves many groups and departments and organizations, it is through the leadership, dedication, and efforts of the following individuals that the event was such a huge success, and I'd like to bring them forward. Our Rotarians that took the lead, I want to first give a shout out and bring him up, Dr. David Alfaro. Yes, you gotta come right up here first and center. Drexel Smith, who could not be with us tonight, and Dennis Evans were instrumental as well. Lorraine Cardenas. And the president of Rotary, because he doesn't have anything else to do, Dr. Ryan McDonald. This year was a true team effort. I'd like to also recognize and have them come up front, Dr. Devin Rose, who led the mental health initiative component. I'm going to say that the #1 communicator between the Rotary, the West Covina Unified School District, organized, set up, you name it, Dr. Mark Trevatore. I'd like to present you with a certificate, and we're going to get everyone's photo in the center. All right. Also, if there's any other Rotarians in the audience, maybe that I missed, if you would like to come forward, we'd like to get you in the photo as well.
We see you back there.
Yeah.
And our board? And our board. Ms. Miranda? Lopez? Students? I'm just trying to, there we go. No.
Dr. Rose, can you go a little bit, there we go, perfect. Okay, 1, 2, 3, one more, 1, 2, 3, and one more, as a backup. Okay. And 2, 3, 1. Thank you so much.
All right,
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I remember when we got this started, but through every done it, the Sunrise Road was part of it. How many years has it been going on now?
We started in 1988.
Okay. And it's grown so much. This last year, it was so exciting to see. We usually have both sides of the field, so I don't know if we're gonna be using the other side of the field like we used to now with the Performing Arts Center there, but.
The move to the West Covina Campus Quad was an exceptional move, and it created almost, I don't know, it's just a great environment for love and community involvement and everybody sharing their gifts with everybody else. And so it's fantastic. And we greatly appreciate the involvement of the school district and all the schools and the children of our district and the whole bit. So it's very nice.
And a lot of people don't know about the Enrique camaraderie, what happened about it, why they started. But if you have never been to the Real Ribbon Rally, I guarantee you, next year when you come, please come. It is so exciting. Food vendors, kids, pancakes, breakfast. It's amazing. So thank you, and Roberta, for what you're doing.
Thank you very much for being involved, and we appreciate it.
Would anybody else have comments?
Okay, to the Rotary, thank you. I know that there were a few years COVID got in the way, but I'm so glad that you all brought it back. And it was, I wasn't able to go, I had a conflict, but Mr. Flowers shared with me everything that had happened. I've gone in the past many, many times. So I look forward to next year. So thank you so much to everyone, because it is a huge group effort, And thank you, Dr. Flores, for one more time supporting and rallying all of our resources. So thank you.
I've said it before that one of the best things about West Covina is that everybody comes together to really serve our students, and that day was really special. Also thanking the entire staff and all the different groups that were out there, police, fire, you name it. It was a great event. And of course, our students who wowed the audience with their talent. So thank you for this partnership, and I look forward to many more years of continuing to work together to educate our community, and hopefully through this work we're able to make a difference in the lives of kids and adults alike. Alrighty. So at this point, we actually are moving on to a very special presentation. So Ms. Knudsen.
In late September, we were notified by the U.S. Department of Education that Mount Sac Early College Academy earned the prestigious National Blue Ribbon Schools Award under the Exemplary High School category, and we're here tonight to celebrate them. Help me give them a big round of applause. The National Blue Ribbon Schools program recognizes schools based on their overall academic excellence or their progress in closing achievement gaps among their student groups. Out of the 130,000 schools within the U.S., only 9,000 schools have earned this since the award's inception 40 years ago. Only 33 public schools in California and 356 nationwide received the award this year. Mount Sac Early College Academy is the first, but I'm sure won't be the last, secondary school in the West Covina Unified School District to have been recognized as a blue ribbon school. Dr. Amy Flores, Principal Ryan McDonald, and Counselor Clerk proudly represented Mount Sac Early College Academy in the West Covina Unified School District at the prestigious National Blue Ribbon Schools Award ceremony on November 8th in Washington, D.C. An upcoming luncheon at Mecca, Mount Sac Early College Academy, on Friday, January 24th, will bring staff and students together to celebrate this historic achievement, commemorating Mecca's place among the top schools in the nation. Congratulations to Dr. Ryan McDonald, his incredible team for this amazing achievement.
Mecca, let's come on up.
Yeah. I know there's a lot of you out there, so come on up here.
Hey, I can take that for you so you can get in the picture. Yeah. You and Brent, go in there, I can feel it. I'm gonna take one. Just don't let it move when you're done.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, if you can just kind
Alex
of
and
go.
Sharon, this is gonna be a
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
That's good.
Yeah.
And then if you wouldn't mind just going up on the steps, one.
Yeah.
There we go.
There you go.
Okay, so for this, don't move until we say it's safe, okay, because we have a lot. Okay. All right, perfect. 1, 2, wow, this is a great shot. 1, 2, 3, one more. Okay, look at them. And then one more.
Johanna, maybe have them lower the banner a little bit so you
Oh,
can see
yeah,
the
that's
box.
true. There we go.
Yeah. There you
Perfect,
go.
perfect. 1, 2, 3. Then I'm gonna take one more with the banner lower. Okay, 1, 2. Thank you.
Well, no good deed goes unpunished. So tonight, as you know, every board meeting, we have a school spotlight, and we just thought, well, wouldn't it be just appropriate to spotlight Mount Sac Early College Academy? So Dr. McDonald, the mic is yours.
Well, good evening, everybody. President Cruz, Board of Education, Dr. Flores, Cabinet, honored guest. It's an honor to stand before you and present about Mount Sac Early College Academy. It's been 2 years since my last presentation and a lot has changed. I'm excited to share updates about our program and all the great work happening in Mount Sac Early College Academy. So some data highlights. We're now in our 7th year, so we are 4th graduating class, so we finally have a full cycle of graduates. So for our first 3 years, we maintain a 100% graduation rate. 96% of our students are A3G compliant, so are able to go to a 4-year university directly from high school. Out of our graduates, 97% go on to college, with 2/3 of that being to a 4-year. And then the average senior graduates with 30+ credits of dual enrollment, so starting as a sophomore when they get to college. So incredibly proud of our students. As we're here tonight, 2024 has been a big year for us, and so we're honored to receive the National Blue Ribbon Award, California Senior School, recently the ERP Honor Roll, and then we finally had enough data and we're old enough, we ranked in the US News, and that's where we're at right now. And the Blue Ribbon process was like 6 months of work, so you get nominated in February, and then you write a huge application, so a lot of people worked on that, and then you wait until September. And so there's a lot of waiting, but in that time it makes you reflect on your school and then you have to state why you got this, why you're worthy of this award. And it came down to these 6 things. Our I Get See Guided Pathway, which is our core program, which I'll explain. Our parent engagement, how we collaborate with our college partner, how we intervene, how we support mental health, and how we have a positive school culture. In the interest of time, I'll highlight 3 of these areas tonight, but these are the 6 things that we do on a daily basis to make our program the way that it is. So this is our called I Get See Guided Pathway. These are the general education courses that our students take. And we've refined it over the years to be very clear for students. And if a student takes all of these courses along the way, we're saving them a minimum of $15,000, not including time and transportation and books and all these things. So our program is a huge benefit for families and students, really getting a jump start to college. And so we're very focused on getting all of our kids started on this pathway. Our collaboration with Mount Sac is really strong. We meet with dual enrollment. It feels like a daily basis, texting or emailing about something. And so we're always trying to do what's best for our students and refine our pathway and look at data. We engage their financial aid center and writing center to do support workshops on our campus for our students and families. We have a Mount Sac counselor 2 days a week on our campus, which is a huge deal. 2 weeks ago, we had Dr. Garcia visiting our campus from Mount Sac, and she was saying that an average time to get a visit on campus is 2 weeks, and we, the counselor on our campus, is an amazing asset to our students. They don't have to wait 2 weeks, they just walk into the office and see her, it's amazing. We have campus field trips and events. We work with high school outreach to make sure our students who are finishing Mount SAC have a seamless transition, and then we refer to resources on campus. And we're really excited about this. Caitlin's with us tonight. So Caitlin and her sister are in Mount SAC's first ever marching band. And so, round of applause to them, that's amazing. So all students in the local area are eligible to take this course. It's a unit course, and they take it after school on the weekends. And 2 of our students, they're 9th grade and 10th grade, did marching band this year. Incredibly proud of them. They're marching with kids maybe 6 years older than them, but they are enjoying it and excited to see our collaboration grow with Mount SAC. We really focus on our positive school culture, so we have a strong ASB, tons of clubs, house competitions. We added link crew mentoring, so our 9th graders feel more a part of the family right away. We continue to take 2 college field trips per year. We want our kids to see themselves as college students beyond Mecca and start to make those choices. Tons of students involved in Interact and Kiwanis clubs and different service organizations. And then we opened up a tutoring center. We were fortunate to get 2 grants from CDE for dual enrollment, and so we've used that to open up our tutoring center. And we also have a wellness center where students can go during the day to get support as needed. I want to update on some of our signature programs, so thank you for your support. We opened up our brand new esports lounge last year, so it's a really awesome place. We've had 2 additional teams now go on to the championship round, so we're hoping to get another championship trophy next season, but more teams are advancing to finals in esports. Speech and debate continues to thrive. We're very proud of our team. They were awarded charter status this last summer, which is the highest level high school can get in the national organization based on collective team points. So they're continuing to do great work in speech and debate. And since our last visit, we've added 2 big programs to our campus. We have a dance team Spirit Squad, who just participated in a couple parades. They're on campus, cheering at events, really giving kids an outlet. So I thank all the staff who makes that possible. And then we instituted an athletics program. It's an intramural. We play Coronado and other schools. We're in a little league of smaller schools. The kids have a blast doing it. We have 5 sports. They're all co-ed, and kids get a chance to go off campus and participate. It's just been a lot of fun and added to our programs. And just some recruitment updates. So we're always recruiting. If I get an invitation, I will go. And so we currently have 59 applicants for next school year. And so far, 33 have submitted the paperwork and been accepted. And based on data from the last 2 years, we're trending ahead of where we've been by about 10 to 15 students. So we're working towards that goal of getting to a full grade level. And then plans for the future, what's next for us? Mount SAC changed their policies, so now we're having 9th grade dual enrollment next year. So incoming freshmen can start college classes even earlier, so we're very excited about that. We're currently joining what's called the Middle College National Consortium to expand our collaboration and network and impact across the nation, where we'll collaborate with other schools who are similar to us and learn best practices. And then we're also currently working with Mount SAC on the details, but we're planning a collaboration series between our teachers and college professors to get together to collaborate on articulation and working so that it's a more seamless transition between our two programs. So excited about these things on the horizon. And so we thank you for your continued support. It's an honor to serve as a principal. We have an amazing staff I want to highlight. They work incredibly hard, go above and beyond all the time. And it's like 2 staffs at once. We have the college professors, but they're really part of us too, and so I thank them for their efforts and all our staff that are here tonight. And then I want to end my presentation with a special shout out. So if I can have Alex come on up, please. Alex is a founding member of our staff, the founding esports coach in the district. So he's kicked off the program 4 years ago now. 2019, so 5 years ago. He knows every kid on our campus, forms relationships. You need something, he's right there to support. And so is one of the backbones of our campus. So Alex, is for esports, all you do, we appreciate you. And Mecca is not the same without you. So congratulations to Alex.
This guy, he's incredible. So much heart, so much love for our students, and I think part of the reason that Mecca is so special, it has a lot to do with you. So thank you. this okay, or do you want us, some of us in the back? Okay.
All but Covina products.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. All right. Smile, 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2. Smile. One more. Got it? Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Yes. Oh, Dr. McDonald and all of the Mecca family that's here, this is so exciting. And how beautiful your stationery is. I love it. And Mr. Palacios, you were our first esports team in the district. When you started yours, I do recall and thought, wow, this is so cool, we're catching up with the future. So thank you for doing that. You were our very, very first district-wide. But what an honor and a celebration. And given how few years Mecca's been open, this is just the blue ribbon. You can't get any higher than that. So it takes both sides, both communities, Mount Sac, it takes our district, and the students are amazing. It was so good to see some of the photos of the first class. They're off, and for those of you who don't know, they're at amazing colleges and just taking on the world. So we're proud of them too. So congratulations to everyone and to all of Mecca that's here in the audience. Thank you. Because when I saw how many clubs you had, you all are small but mighty. Because you have a lot of clubs and you have a very small staff. So hats off to the staff, because it really, I know the kids get excited and they want to do things and they want to create clubs, and I applaud the teachers and the staff that steps in and says, okay, I'll lead it, I'll be your advisor. So thanks to everyone that's here. It is an amazing, phenomenal school. So thank you.
Anybody else?
Anybody else have anything to say? No?
And now I'd like to thank the community, my colleagues, for entrusting me. It's been an honor and a privilege to serve as board president and as trustee. I look forward to being here another 4 years. Thank you to the community again for entrusting me as a public servant, because that is what we are. We are here to serve the community and the teachers the best we can. Congratulations, Mr. Flowers. Congratulations, Mr. Magallanes, for another. Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Madam President.
Thank you.
And congratulations to all of you. I know that we have a couple reports from all of you in a little bit. Now that we've had these recognitions, recognizing our new, well, not new, they're returning board members, recognizing Rotary for everything they do to support our students, and recognizing our amazing school, and of course, we couldn't have esports without you, right? So thank you for not just that, but just walking out to campus and seeing the love that exists at that school, and lots of great things going on at Mecca for sure. So before we move on, President Cruz and Board of Trustees, we do have a report. It is our first interim report from our business department, and I'm gonna go ahead and turn it over to Dr. Pasalaco.
Thank you, Dr. Flores. I'm very excited tonight. I think we have by far the best fiscal services team in LA County, if not California, led by Mr. John Ziganon. As many people don't know, our fiscal services team works all November. The day after Halloween, they start working on this report all of November and all of this month to present it to you tonight. So I'd like to introduce Mr. Ziganon, which will walk the board through our first interim report. Thank you, Mr. Ziganon.
Thank you, Dr. Pascalacqua. Good evening. I'm excited to share with the board our first interim report for the 24-25 fiscal year. Reviewing our annual budget cycle, our budget cycle really begins with the state adopting the budget in June or July. We use that financial information to prepare our first interim report that I'm presenting to you tonight. Then in January, the governor comes along, proposes his January proposed budget. We use that financial information combined with our district financial information to present the second interim, which we do in March. Then in May, the governor revises his proposed budget. We use that financial information to prepare our adopted budget, which we present to the board in June. Then the entire cycle starts all over again. Here's a list of each reporting certifications, and I'm excited to share with the board, we have a positive certification. What's a positive certification? A positive certification is we're able to meet all our financial obligations for the current year and the following 2 fiscal years. And the only way we were able to accomplish this is with our board leadership and our superintendent, Dr. Flores' guidance. We were able to accomplish that. Revenue projections. For 24-25, our adopted budget, we estimate approximately $149.2 million in revenue projections. For first interim, we updated that to $152.1 million, approximately $2.9 million difference. The reason for the difference is we update our assumptions, and we also carry over remaining funds that we didn't use last year. Expenditure projections. Our adopted budget, we expected to spend approximately $156 million. Our first interim, we assume we're going to be spending approximately $159.8 million. That's approximately almost $4 million difference. The difference is really, we updated our projections as we did it with our revenues, and also we included a full budget down of the carryover expenses for that. The fund balance. For our adopted budget, we estimate it's going to be approximately $48.5 million. And we're projecting at the first interim as $48.7 million. That's less than $200,000 difference from our adopted budget. Further down, our components of ending balance. Before I jump into components of ending balance, what our goals in fiscal services is to maximize or use our restricted dollars first and free up our unrestricted dollars, which allows the district more flexibility in using those funds. One of the things I'll point out right now, if you look at the restricted fund line item, we estimate during our adopted budget we're going to have approximately $8.4 million. We reduced that down to $3 million. If you look at the multi-year projections for 24-25, we estimate our ending balance will be approximately $48.7 million. For 25-26, $41.9 million. And for 26-27, $35.8 million. That's a very healthy ending balance for the full 3 years. But I just want to make sure everyone understands this does not include any potential raises and does not include any changes in our current enrollment numbers. Here you can see the changes from our adopted budget to our first interim budgets in regards to our committed ending balances. This is where we looked at earlier where it showed us approximately $8.4 million in committed funds. We were able to decrease that to $3 million. This is where we were able to free up some of those restricted dollars into unrestricted dollars. When we asked the board to approve the district's first interim financial report with positive certification, and that completes my presentation. Does the board have any questions for us?
Just one.
Yes, sir. Some flowers.
Thank you for really doing a great job for our budget. I see as the year goes along, we went from 50 million and then we're going to 30-something. So if our district is one of the most southern districts around, how do we compare to the surrounding districts, so it's budget-wise? Do you have an idea?
I do have an idea. I do have my own opinion.
Okay.
We're doing a phenomenal job with phenomenal leadership. That's how we're able to do this. And unfortunately, I don't know what other districts are gonna be doing out there when it does become
I
tight.
mean, because it's tight.
It's gonna become
tight
tighter
for-
eventually.
We just happen to be a district that the board been kind of like keeping everything in order.
Exactly.
So, so.
That's kudos to you, all the board members and the superintendent.
Thank you for
That's how
thank you
we've
for
been
the
able
job
to
that
do
you
this.
do.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. I know how hard you all work on this. It takes a lot of time and a lot of effort, so thank you to your office. If you could put page 8 back up, please. Yeah, there we go, thank you. Our solar energy, when will we be done paying that off? I know we purchased it, we didn't lease it, so when is it paid off?
We have approximately 12 more years before it's fully paid off.
Thank you. And then, I wanted everyone to also see that, declining enrollment, I know it just sounds like, oh, how, that's terrible, your district's in declining enrollment. But if you take a look there, we lost $1 million in declining enrollment. So that just goes to show the audience and those that are here today, thank you, that it does affect us. And we've been very fortunate that we were at the very tail end of declining enrollment. So many other districts fell off a cliff years and years and years ago. And that speaks to the strong programming in our district. But when we have to make cuts or when we have to make those hard choices, this is a direct, you can see that line item, that's $1 million from when we adopted the budget to where we're at currently. And so that's why I wanted everyone to see that. And then the last one, which is always fun to point out, everybody thought the lottery would come and save education. They thought, oh my God, lottery funds, you all are gonna be saved, education's gonna be funded. You're gonna have more money than you know what to do with. Well, take a look at that bottom line. We get 1.2 million from, or 1.1 million actually. We budgeted 1.2 and lottery, I guess not enough people played, so we're only getting 1.1 million. So just so that, again, one more time, the public is aware that the lottery, we appreciate it, and we're glad that the voters supported education, but it doesn't give us all the money that we need to run the district. So I just wanted everyone to see that. So thank you so much. This was a lot of work. I appreciate it. Happy holidays to all of you. Hopefully you can take a break for the next 2 weeks that we're over before you have to go back at it again. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Flowers?
One more question, Dale Norton, the solar panels there, when it's finished done, whatever we go do, what are we gonna do with those panels? Can we sell them? Can we donate them? Can we, using the people that can write it off?
I'll let Dr. Pasalaga respond to this.
Please do.
When that sale goes through, the entire property and everything on that property belongs to the new owner. So they'll remain as part of the package.
Like, if somebody in the community really, like for instance, the VFW, if they need something like that, they have to go through that, it belongs to the property owner. Must be
It belongs to, it's just like if you sell a house to somebody and you wanted to keep the shed, or if you wanna keep something in the house, you'd have to negotiate that, but that's not part of our, contractual agreement. The entire property goes over to the new owner, including everything that's on the
But
property.
didn't we pay for those panels to be put there?
We did pay for those, but we paid for those out of a different fund.
Okay, thank you.
Anybody else?
I just want to make a comment. So since we're speaking of declining enrollment, that's just a reality across the state, across the nation. One thing that I do keep in mind is the importance of being just an outstanding school district, because at the end of the day, what is it that families want? What do parents want? They want the best for their children, and they are going to take their children to the school district where they feel their children are going to get the best. And I believe that while we are facing declining enrollment, I see the data shows that our decline is not as steep as it could be. In fact, we have approximately 23% of our entire student population, students who are here on permit from other districts. And that speaks volumes to the quality of programming that we have in our school district, where parents are seeing West Covina Unified School District as a district that will do that is best for their children. So I wanted to highlight that because it could be a lot worse, but it's mitigated by the fact that we just have strong programs and our kids are able to experience great success in our district, and that credit goes to your staff.
Thank you. Thanks, sir.
All right. Well,
Thank you.
Thank you for that. Thank you.
Thank you for the presentation.
We do have an outstanding fiscal department, and I know you guys work really hard, and, what we see here is a summary, but when everybody's on vacation, you guys are working away, so very grateful, thank you.
We greatly appreciate that, thank you.
Thank you. Again,
So at this time, I guess, we're moving on to the hearing session, so we're gonna start with, board president, report. So that will be-
again, I wanna thank everyone for being here tonight. As trustees, we work closely with our superintendent, staff, and community. As a board, we need each one to make decisions that impact lives of our students. Thank you to our voters for your confidence in me and my colleagues, for being part of a great team that always puts students first. Tonight also marks my last meeting as board president. I have to admit, I'm not someone who seeks the spotlight. I've always been comfortable leading from the sidelines, but serving as board president has given me a broader perspective, as I am so grateful for the opportunity to serve in this role. This year has truly been a blessing for West Covina Unified School District. We have achieved so much together, and I want to thank my fellow board members for their partnership in making this an outstanding year. Thank you. Thank you as well, Dr. Flores. Thank you. For your leadership. To our cabinet, to our classified and certificated staff, and to our families and community for your support every step of the way. And most importantly, thank you everyone for everything you do to make West Covina Unified School District a place where kids thrive. Thank you.
Thank you. First of all, thank you for your leadership during this time. I know it's been a funny up and down year, but I think you did a fantastic job. So thank you for, leading this board, taking charge, and, stepping in that role and doing a great job. I thought you did really well. Congratulations on your re-election as well. Mr. Flowers, congratulations to you as well. Just really quick, again, I want to thank the Rotary for all you do for West Covina. You guys do such phenomenal work, and you guys do so much for the community that just saying thank you isn't enough. So I hope we can work in the future and develop more presentation plans or something like that for our district, for our kids. And thank you again for what you do. Really appreciate it. Mount Sac, Dr. McDonald, you inherited something great to begin with, and you made it better. You took it so far beyond what we imagined it would be. And I know, living here this, for 50-something years in this community, it's so incredible to see Mecca take off and be something that's just extraordinary, something that the whole country is looking at and saying, wow, I can't believe they're doing that with the community. So thank you for all you do. Alex, I know you're back there. Yeah, I kind of took your idea with the esports, but I kind of ran with it and brought it to the board. But this guy, when he showed me the classroom and what they were doing with the esports program, I was like, this needs to be everywhere. And I don't know how this guy can be in charge, how he's got to take charge of all this stuff, but you're doing a great job over there. Thank you for everything you do over there. Actually all of Mount Sac, you guys are doing a phenomenal job. I just want to say thank you again to the community for your trust and re-electing me as a trustee again. It means a lot. I have grown up in the city for all my life, since 1973, if you can believe it. And it just keeps getting better and better. And to see it grow and grow and our kids thrive, it's amazing to me, and it's so touching for me to actually see that. So thank you again, and I'll keep it short, but Merry Christmas to everybody. Thank you for all you do for working so hard this year. I hope you have a wonderful break, a well-deserved break, and we're gonna come back the next year, Sean. Thank you so much.
Tonight was a great celebratory night, so congratulations to the trustees who were reappointed. And that was very good to see the swearing in. It's pretty amazing. When you're elected, you can swear in, you also can marry. So that is pretty cool. I already did all the individual, but I'm gonna give my updates. Let me first say, let me pass this way. CSBA gave us a great document at Delegate Assembly that I wanted to share with you all. And this is the governance and leadership opportunities, and they finally gave us a great, they finally gave us a, oh here, I have one for you too. It finally documenting, so the audience can see, how all of the Delegate Assembly and CSBA are our org chart, and we really appreciated it because we had not had something like this before. So governing CSBA is the board of the directors, the executive committee, and the delegate assembly. And if you take a look at the last third of the paper, it shows the committees that directors can sit on and CSBA members can sit on. And there's 21 directors, well, I'm gonna take that back, there's 24 directors. There's 21 regions within CSBA that cover the most northern part of California all the way down to the south of California, along with, we have a Hispanic at large, we have an Asian at large, and we have Black at large as well. So I just wanted to pass that along to you all so you all know this was great. The other thing is we had our annual education conference every year. The first week in December is typically when it's held. And so it was exciting to celebrate Golden Dal with Glendale Unified. I validated their program. And as I shared prior after validation, their program is identical to ours and got started the same year. So, but they didn't get a blue ribbon. We did, we got a blue ribbon. But it was a lot of fun to celebrate with them and all the Golden Bell recipients. I do have an update which I'm super excited to tell the audience because this directly affects education. So I sat in on the workshop in which they gave us the federal update, and I'm really pleased that Mr. Magallanes and Mr. Flowers are gonna come out to Coast this year. The HR 82 windfall tax, the repeal of it, looks like it's gonna pass before the end of the year. It'll be done with this last congressional section. And this is very exciting. And the reason why it's exciting and affects our teachers and our staff is that currently you cannot collect Social Security if you've had a job. And if this is your second career or you left education and then went on to something else, you cannot collect both. And so 2 years ago, when we were advocating in DC, we had legislators who weren't aware of this at the congressional level, and we brought that to their attention. We also brought it to their attention when we were doing our individual meetings. And so Congress has worked very, very hard on this. And so what this now does is that if you had a prior life, let's say you worked at a bank for 10 years, and you were doing that until you became a teacher, you could only collect the money from the bank, not from Social Security. Well, as soon as this passes by the end of the year, you may now retire and collect both. And so this was really, really big because it especially affected women, because most women did work part-time to raise families and then maybe go into teaching. And so it very disproportionately harmed the female population. So we were super excited, and that is a really big one for CSBA because we advocated really, really strong on this one when we went on the Hill and met with our legislators. So I'm so excited that you all are coming because when we get on the Hill and we talk to them, changes can happen. This is a quick one. As we all know with the government, many things take many, many years. But this one was a quick one. So I'm really happy to share that one with everybody. In addition, I also want to share, and I haven't shared with you yet, It hadn't happened yet. It's like, I saw Dr. Flores on the very, very last session on Saturday, very last, we're diehards, there we were. But I'm happy to say that Dr. Betty Lust, the new CSBA president, wants to come tour our school district. And so of course I told her about Mecca, so she's gonna come to Mecca, and I thought, how cool, because even at the luncheon thanking Mr. Gonzalez, the outgoing CSBA president, he mentioned he has never been welcomed with a hero's welcome with the band before. So I thought, oh no, now we gotta do this for Dr. Lust. So we will coordinate, because Almani also asked her, and so we told her we're close, maybe you could do it 2 in 1 day, or she said she could even maybe spend the night and do both districts. But she said she will come. So I'm super, super excited about that.
Great.
And oh Lord, you know, we have to either match or do better than this year, because he made it a part of his thank you speech. So those were the things that I wanted to share, but the exciting one is HR 82, the windfall tax refund. Okay, that was it, thank you.
Dr. Lopez?
Well, I want to thank you, Trustee Cruz, for your leadership. Like you mentioned, you typically lead from the sideline, and seeing you in this role and being so positive about it, I commend you, and I thank you for taking that leadership and pushing our board forward with that. I want to applaud my colleagues for running unopposed. How lucky was that? And getting the congratulations to you. And I did want to give out a shout out to Julie Shigo out there from Mecca. As we have talked about declining enrollment, when we visited Mecca, I just happened to walk through, and we had a student, a family, very limited English. The parent was trying to communicate that she really wanted her son to attend our school from a local district, and the son wasn't relaying the message very clearly. So I kind of just overheard. But Julie was so graceful, so welcoming, and it goes to the testament of what Mecca is all about. So I applaud you, and that was really welcoming to see that, you really took it into, care with that family. So I'm sure they probably already enrolled. And to my former first grade students and their mommy in the background, it is so rewarding to see you guys here. I just feel so honored that you're my little first graders, and now you sit here as young adults and leading, the future for us. So I'm so proud of you, and I applaud your parents, because obviously, you guys are so invested in the future of all of us. So I thank you guys, and it is so awesome to see you guys. And happy holidays to all of you. Happy New Year. And to our cabinet, thank you for all the work that happens on the sidelines in the background, because I know, we get to see it, but not everybody else does. So I applaud you, and I thank you, and I wish you a very restful break during this time. Enjoy your family and friends. Thank you.
I'll be quick. Again, I would also like to thank my colleagues, we didn't have to do nothing, just sit back and just watch. Look, we paid to get our stuff into the register recorder, they ended up giving us our money back, so we can't do it. And I'd just like to talk about CSBA a little bit, just quick notes. Superintendent, I was sharing, we talking about how proud of the classes were. They had so many classes, they were very good classes. And we talking about, they all were full. You go in the classroom, all the classrooms were full in CSBA this year. And also, before I came to the beat tonight, I stopped by the City Hall. Our police chief, Captain Mills, is retiring. So, and I went by there to see him today, just to say bye to him. And I stayed for about an hour. And he said, please tell the board and the superintendent that thank you for the flowers that they received. He didn't have them out there, so I must he had them in his office. So he said, thank you to the board. He said, tell your board and superintendent thank you for the flowers that they received. So, again, he said, thank you. Dave Afaro, what can I say about you, my brother? We go way back. Our kids and I went to school together, played football together, Bishop Armand. Best doctor in the city, they tell me, the dentist. Thank you for all they do, all they have done in the past. I just want to say a little thing. During this week, I work for under Hilda Solis. I'm a commissioner for Children and Family Services. So they just appointed me now to a racial justice committee under Hilda Solis. So now we're working. I got to go downtown to Federalville now, and it's a lot. The racial justice committee is just 4 people that look over 10,000 10 million people. So it's a lot, but you know, God be the glory. But that's enough about that. But whatever I do, when they introduce me, they say, you from there? I said, no, I'm from West Covina Unified. I want y'all to know I put West Covina. It's all about, you know, I got elected from West Covina. So whatever they say, these appointments they gave, it's not, I got elected from West Covina. So I go out there, they introduce me to say something. I'm Mike Flower with West Covina Unified School District. So that's enough. I'm done.
Thank you, Mr. Flowers. Christabella Rodriguez.
Good evening, President Cruz, Board of Education, Dr. Flores, Cabinet, and guests. I'm happy to be here once again as a student representative for Mount Sac Early College Academy. To recap on our past events, we recently had a movie night in November and it was a lot of fun and had a lot of attendance. It was a good way for the students to unwind. Previously, we also had Thanksgiving grams given out right before Thanksgiving break to give gratitude from one period to another and get everyone in the holiday spirit. The students enjoyed them and all felt thankful. More recently, we had our winter formal on December 6th with people dancing and playing games. On the same day earlier, we had our house competition between the entire school. We were happy to see everyone enjoying their time together. Our food drive that occurred last month went well, and we were able to successfully fill up baskets needed for our goal. Recently, our school has also implemented a new reward system called Student of the Month. There are 2 every month, and it seems to make students happy and give them something to strive for. Similarly, we now have Staff of the Quarter, in which each grade takes turns nominating a teacher to be recognized. Overall, our school is looking forward to our winter break and celebrating the holidays with family and friends. I'm also very proud of my peers here today, our administration, and all of our staff for being able to say we're a National Blue Ribbon School. I hope you all have a good holiday and enjoy your break. This concludes my report.
Thank you. Thank you. Leah Valenzuela from Coronado.
Good evening. Good evening, President Cruz, Board of Education, Dr. Flores, Cabinet, and guests. This semester, our food bank volunteer team helped assemble 10,349 food kits to help feed seniors and families in Los Angeles County. Next semester, we are excited to add speech and debate to Coronado. Several students are excited about this opportunity. We are also adding the elective creative writing. We are getting ready for basketball season when we return from break and look forward to a great season with Coach Troy. On Thursday, December 12th, students accompanied by Miss Shirley and Miss Cruz visited the newly renovated Hacienda La Puente Adult Education Facility and toured their state-of-art programs in culinary, cosmetology, auto mechanics, welding, and health sciences. Tomorrow, we will be celebrating a very merry mindset, hosted by our Wellness Club and CCP counselor, Miss Megan. Students and staff will participate in a stress relief and mindfulness activities as we wind down this semester. On behalf of Coronado High School, we wish you all a wonderful break and Happy New Year. This concludes my board report. Thank you.
Alejandro Martinez Cavazos from West Covina.
Good evening, President Cruz, Board of Education, Dr. Flores, Cabinet, and guests. We came back from Thanksgiving break with our Winter Wonderland Spirit Week, and on that Wednesday, we had our annual holiday hangout in the gym where students were able to enjoy free photo booths and activities such as ornament making and games to win prizes. We also had various photo ops with our mascot Bobby the Bulldog dressed as Santa, the Grinch, and our very own Principal Dr. Park handing out free toys. Furthermore, senior Caitlin Vicario was selected to participate in the Chargers Girls Flag Football All-Star Game at SoFi Stadium at the end of November. Additionally, she was also selected to participate in the San Gabriel Valley Flag Football All-Star Game later this month. Becky Osorio has now finished her junior cross-country season with its 3rd straight CIF state championship appearance and her first CIF state medal, placing 7th out of 211 runners. She is the first female West Covina High School cross-country athlete to earn a state championship medal and is the first cross-country state medalist from West Covina High School in 19 years. Throughout this month, our band, Color Guard, and Performing Arts Academy have been participating in various community parades and holiday events such as the annual West Covina Christmas Parade and the Plaza West Covina's annual tree lighting ceremony. This past week, 12 clubs participated in our second food fair of the school year during lunch, where clubs got the opportunity to sell food to raise funds for their club, and as a whole, they raised over $2,000. Today, we have our Kings of Cameron boys basketball game at home against our rival Saltos High School, and tomorrow we have our Winter Dance Showcase, showcasing the variety of talents of our dance department. And with that, this concludes my report. I would like to thank you for your time and attention. Have a great rest of your night.
girls, I think I said it earlier, but I need to say it again because it's so significant to have 3 members of our board, run for election and unopposed. That's pretty much unheard of, and I believe that it speaks volumes to the trust that our community has in our school district. So thank you for your continued leadership and congratulations. I also want to thank you, for President Cruz, for your leadership this entire year. It's been a very eventful school year, and I know, as you mentioned earlier, Dr. Lopez, that you, like, and you said it as well, you lead from the sidelines, but I always feel like you're always up front, so thank you for your leadership. And as you've seen, hopefully you guys are reading my newsletter, because we put a lot of time and effort into that. There's always so many things going on. I'm actually frequently asked, like, every week, I said, we just have so many wonderful things going on across our schools, so many reasons to celebrate our students and our staff and our community. And with that in mind, I think about the partnerships that we have. And tonight, Rotary, I know it's been a while since we had the Red Ribbon event, but we're finally able to celebrate you. Partnerships are everything. This past weekend, I had the honor, and Mr. Flowers was there as well. We attended the Children's Parade hosted by our Kiwanis Club of West Covina, as well as the city of West Covina. And so I mention this because there's always something going on where we have a service club or the city or some type of partner that is doing something for our schools and our school district. And it was so great to see so many families out there, our students really showcasing their talent. What a wonderful event to celebrate the holidays. And speaking of congratulations as well, as I mentioned earlier, MouSAC, wow. So I'll be very short and just say that here we are wrapping up December, and I wish you all a very restful break. Whatever your religion is, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, whatever it is, I wish you the very best. May you rest and spend valuable time with your families. Thank you so much, and I look forward to January.
Thank you, Dr. Flores. President Cruz, I know you're gonna excuse the students right now. Can you pass them chocolates? Because I know the students are gonna, you're in finals, they're in finals. So I just wanted to explain that they're Oreo chocolate dipped cookies. One's milk chocolate, one's dark chocolate. So in case you were wondering, there are no nuts in there, so you don't have to worry about, nut allergies, but if you're allergic to milk or chocolate, then be mindful. But I wanted to explain before you all left, because I know you've got finals. Thank you, President Cruz.
And thank you.
Thank you.
Happy holidays, everyone. The students, you may be excused.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Oh, gosh. She said she's got And now moving on to items from the floor. Mr. Magallanes.
Thank you. Items from the floor, public comment. Please submit a request to address the board forum prior to the meeting. Not more than 3 minutes are to be allotted to any one speaker, nor more than 20 minutes on the same subject. This portion of the agenda is for presentations to the board and not a question and answer period, where the board enters into a dialogue. If you have questions for the board, please provide the board president with a copy, and an administrator will provide answers at a later date. Public comments beyond 30 minutes will be at the discretion of the board president. Thank you.
Janet Anderson.
Good evening, President Cruz, Board of Education, Dr. Flores, Cabinet and guests. My name is Janet Anderson, and I'm here on behalf of Chapter 91 CSEA. I just wanted to give you guys an awesome update on the toy drive and canned food drive that we held. Collectively, with the help of the community, the Teachers Association, the classified and administrators in the school district, we collected over 1,000 canned goods, over 400 toys, and $975 in grocery gift cards to give out to our needy families. So thank you to everybody. donated as well to that. We greatly appreciate that, and so do the families. So it was fabulous to see at our foster resource center when the gifts were passed out to the students. Instead of just getting one gift, students were receiving 3 gifts because we had so many donations from the community. So I just wanted to update everybody and thank them for their generosity and making such a difference in those students' lives. And then there were still so many toys left over. We distributed to our 7 schools that have community liaisons, and then they were also given out to students, the families that need it the most at those 7 schools. So it's just been an ongoing effort, and I greatly appreciate the collaboration with the parents, the students, TALK, the administration, and everybody that came together to make this happen. So thank you guys so much for that. And speaking of community, because we gotta keep going, in January, CSEA will be hosting our first annual blood drive, and that's gonna be across the street at Edgewood Aquatic Center in the parking lot on Wednesday, January 22nd. So if you or anybody you know are eligible to donate blood, you can stop by, and they'll be open from 8 to 2 in the parking lot across the street. And the great news is they give us $10 per donation of bag of blood, and that money will go back to our seniors for their senior scholarship. So for seniors who are eligible to apply, who are a family member of any one of our chapter members, those funds will help fund their scholarship funds. So it's a great thing. So once again, we're gonna challenge you guys. If you're unable to donate blood, that's okay. You can also make a monetary donation towards our senior scholarships. We greatly appreciate it, but it'll be Wednesday, January 22nd, across the street at Edgewood Aquatic Center. So please mark your calendars. And last but not least, I would like to thank the district for settling negotiations after 9 long months. We finally reached a tentative agreement. So thank you again for all of your time. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you all.
And now moving on to item 9A, agenda and consent items. Who will move the agenda and consent items?
I'll move it.
I'll second.
Moved by Mr. Flowers and seconded by Ms. Jimenez. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? The motion passes with no abstentions.
So now we're moving on to organization meeting where you have an opportunity to elect your board president, your vice president, your clerk. You will also be voting on designation of board representatives, California School Boards Association, and delegate assembly nominations. So, go ahead and list 13A.
Okay, now we have 13A.
Madam President, I'd like to move to Joe Magdalene be president.
I'll second that.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed?
He moved and I seconded that.
I'm sorry?
I'm sorry, I was just clarifying who moved and who was second.
Mr.
Flowers.
Mr. Flowers moved it, and Ms. Aguirre recognized it.
Thank you.
Moving on to Vice President.
Madam President, I would like to nominate,
Go ahead, Mr. Magallanes.
Mr. Flowers for the office of Vice President.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Joe, but I really do appreciate it, I really do. But I think I would really love to stay in the rotation. Thank you for that honor, but I really want to stay in the rotation. But I'd like to move to I miss a minute to be Vice President, but I want to stay in the rotation, but thank you for the honor.
Do we have a second?
So, or,
You have Mr. Magallanes first on the floor. So that has to be voted
are we
on.
nominating another candidate?
Oh.
for Magallanes?
So did you want to nominate somebody else?
I'd like to nominate, Dr. Lopez. Mr. Flowers is not accepting the nomination.
No, again, I I greatly appreciate the nomination. However, I would like to nominate myself for clerk as we move into that. Thank you. So I will, thank you, but I will not take that nomination.
I'll nominate myself for vice president.
Do you have a second?
I'll second.
Let's take a vote. All those in favor?
Madam President, I'm just gonna vote no, because I like to stay in the rotation. So I'm a no on this.
A no for the same reason.
So we have, and I vote aye. So 3-2.
Who was the second by?
It was seconded.
Now we're moving on to clerk. Do I have a nomination for clerk?
Madam President, may I nominate myself?
Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? None. Annually, the board requests to designate its representatives to associations and organizations. As you can see from our board agenda, these include associations in which the district currently hosts membership, organizations where board members or their designees have been elected or appointed. We will now proceed with nominations for each position. City of West Covina District Joint Subcommittee Board President. The first position is the City of West Covina District Joint Subcommittee. The current representatives are Eileen Miranda Jimenez and Juanita, myself. Are there any nominations for these positions?
And they haven't met in, well,
So
since the beginning of COVID,
Yes.
all through COVID.
Yes, so
They've
for
not met.
clarification, correct, Ms. Miranda Jimenez, this is a committee that typically there are two of you, and, you haven't, in the time that I've been here, you've never met. So at this time, you can nominate, or if you as a board decide that that's not a committee you, no longer need, that's up to you as well. But yes, you are correct, you haven't, met since, prior to COVID.
Yeah, prior to COVID,
So
yeah.
may I think we're gonna say the same thing.
No, go ahead, no.
So I was just gonna say, Madam President, from my understanding, as we move into the new mayor, he has said that he would like to bring this committee back and bring in,
I was gonna say, they all say that, and it hasn't happened.
So it's
So
up to
hopefully he
you.
will.
It's up to
Hopefully
us,
he
I guess,
will.
if we wanted to keep this committee, like Dr. Flores mentioned,
We
or,
should.
but that was my understanding.
We
that they
should
plan
be
to.
ready to go.
And
Yeah.
so I do want to remind you that if you are serving on this committee, you are making a commitment to going, actually attending. So,
And the meetings were anywhere, some were at 3, most were at 4, occasionally at 4:30, there were a few at 5.
were there
So
once a month?
it just, varies. Quarterly, it was more quarterly.
It was quarterly.
Yeah, it was quarterly.
So
When they were happening, and I hope they reinstituted. I move that we keep it as is. Unless, Ms. Cruz, do you have a conflict with the time?
I no longer can serve on this.
Okay. Well, I'm happy to continue to serve on.
Okay, do we have a second person for that
Do we have a second,
Well, we
do
give
we
it some
have a
thought.
second person that is interested in serving in this committee?
Mr. Flowers mentioned that he
I'm
might have.
doing a lot already. I'm doing a lot already.
That's true.
Mr. Flowers?
I mean, I know, see, Dr. Lopez, I know she would make an outstanding representative.
So would you.
I said-
Yeah, you-
So your forte.
I'll second both of you.
Oh, God.
All right.
I nominate trustee Magallanes.
There you
Can you-
go. Well,
can you-
I can't make that.
Yeah,
I
I
have the job, so I can't do that. I
Yeah.
can't make that one.
So
Yeah,
it makes no sense to have a committee that we can't commit to, so we're gonna do away with this.
Don't do away with it yet.
Yeah.
I can't make that commitment, unfortunately.
Well, okay, we can submit
I'll
one, I
take
think.
it, I'll take it.
Okay,
Dr. Flowers?
I'll take it.
So now, okay, so now you move on to the second one. Which is,
The next position is the Los Angeles County Committee on School District Organization. The current representatives, the current representative is Dr. Rose Lopez. Are there any nominations for this position?
Madam President, I just we leave it as is.
I'm fine with keeping it.
You're fine with keeping it? Okay.
Thank you.
So now we move on to the Los Angeles County School Trustees Association.
Oh, I nominate Dr. Lopez, she's a director.
The next position is the Los Angeles County School Trustees Association.
I second it.
Yep.
Dr. Lopez.
So you'll keep it, Dr. Lopez?
Yes,
Okay.
thank you.
The next one we have is,
Well, we can vote on all.
you can vote at the end.
the next position we have is Hertz Ranch Historical Foundation.
Madam President, I would love to stay on this.
You would love to stay on this one, okay? Mr. Flowers.
And, Ms. Miranda, you are on their board.
I am on their board.
So
I
that's
am
why your name
outright,
is.
I am
yes,
on their
yes.
board.
Okay.
Mr. Flowers has the seat
Yes.
designated for the school board.
See some God and go rain.
Yeah, it does. Maybe.
And then, the last position, or the final position, is the City of West Covina Community Non-Service Profit Group District Representative.
Madam President, I ask a question? Joe,
Yes.
you know,
Yeah,
what is
go
this, what's this?
What is going on?
They meet so rarely and they send the emails like almost last minute, but they are moving, they send me emails here and there, but, I mean, I'll continue it, you know, but it's more like continuing on it. So, yeah, I mean,
So you'll continue.
hopefully,
that?
yes, hopefully that's supposed to change pretty soon. so.
Okay. Do I have a nomination for all of these positions?
Oh my God.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? None. 5-0. Now we have Association Delegate Assembly nominations for sub-region 23C. This is an action item. As noted, biannually, members of the California School Boards Association Delegate Assembly are nominated to serve as regional representatives. This term has 2 seats in sub-region 23C that are ending. The current members whose terms are expiring are Christina Lucero from Baldwin Park Unified School District and Eileen Miranda Jimenez from West Covina Unified School District. Please note, Mr. Flowers, please note that Christina Lucero from Baldwin Park Unified School District lost her election and will no longer be serving as a board member. As a result, one of the seats will no longer have an incumbent running for re-election. At this time, the board has the option of nominating Eileen Miranda Jimenez and or other candidates to serve on the California or CSBA Delegate Assembly for Sub-Region 23C. I will now open the floor for nominations.
I'd like to nominate myself and Maria Cáceres from Covina.
I'll nominate myself.
I'd like,
Okay.
Oh,
At this point, anybody can be nominated. We can
Okay.
submit 10 names.
so you're
Okay.
nominating,
Yeah, we can submit, like I said, 10, 12. It's
Okay.
open at this point. It's the voting that takes place in March, where then you can only vote.
For clarification, How many names can you submit? Did you say?
As many as
Okay.
we want.
So you are nominating yourself?
Yes,
and
I
somebody
nominate
else?
myself and Maria Cáceres, and if you wanna serve, then
Juanita Cruz, Maria, where?
Covina Valley? Yeah.
Maria
And she
Gonzalez.
just got reelected, so she's in her term for the next 4 years.
Are you included in the nomination of Ms. Cruz?
Yes, all three. Is there anybody else?
Anybody else
I'd
want
like
to?
May I nominate Joe Marianis, trustee Marianis? Speak my name.
No, I'm not actually, no. Throw my-
Oh, good, okay. Okay,
So we have, 4 names, Ms. Irene Miranda Jimenez, Ms. Maria Casares, and Mr. Joe Magallanes, and Juanita Cruz. Juanita Cruz.
The reason, Madam President?
Yes.
The reason why I nominated Ms. for Ms. Jimenez, because, she serves on that governance review committee. And she's done, she's on the nomination committee, she's on the annual education conference, she's on the Golden Bill. She's so heavily involved, and she represents West Covina Unified. So,
Thank you.
Something she's experienced that, so that's the reason why I support her on this.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I have, as Ms. Knutson knows, I've represented West Covina a number of times on panels because she's prepped me. So thank you. Okay, so there's 4.
So do I have a motion?
I'll move it.
Who will second?
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so we have 4 names, Ms. Irene Miranda Jimenez, Ms. Maria Casares from Covina Valley, Mr. Joe Magallanes, and Ms. Juanita Cruz.
Now we come to the information session portion of our meeting.
Where's 13? I'm sorry.
Can we forget? Gee, here we are, talking about a certain person, I'm taking it from you. A certain person who has served as our board president and who I personally think has done a really wonderful job. And so we want to recognize you for your leadership this year. So if you don't mind coming to the front, we have something for you. Jason. And, is your family still here?
No, they're not.
So. And so. On behalf of the Board of Trustees and our West Covina Unified School District, Ms. President Juanita Cruz, we recognize you for your dedication, your hard work, in support of the students of the West Covina Unified School District. Thank you so much for your leadership. Take some pictures.
Oh, okay, go take a picture, I'm sorry, take a picture, I just wanna see it.
If we could get the board, and do you have anybody else from the audience? Okay.
Wait, all the cabinet.
Cabinet?
Jason.
Come on, Mike.
Come on, Mike. Mike, get up.
Come on, Mike.
Another thing.
There you go, Mike.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
If Monica could, she'd be kicking me. She could reach. It takes a lot of preparation and really being in the know-how to lead. Each of you has served in this capacity before, so you know there's always a little bit of pressure. And I commend you for doing such a wonderful job this last 2024. Can't even call it school year because, but at any rate, thank you for your leadership.
Thank you for your guidance.
Alrighty, so now we can move on to item 14.
We now come to the information session portion of our meeting. Does the board have anything for discussion?
I have a comment.
Push your button. We're fiscal for these now. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Just a closing comment. As we approach the close of another year, I want to take a moment to express my heartfelt appreciation to each of you, our students and families, educators, staff, and community members for your dedication, support, and commitment to the success of our school district. Together, we have faced challenges, celebrated achievements, and built a learning environment where every individual is valued and empowered. Your contributions, whether in the classroom, at home, or within our broader community, have made a lasting impact on our students' lives and our collective future. As we enter the holiday season, I wish you peace, joy, and cherished moments with loved ones. May the new year rejuvenate your minds and souls, bring with it a continued success and exciting opportunities for both growth and collaboration. Thank you for all that you do. I look forward to all we will accomplish together in 2025. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Mathis. Anybody else? Merry Christmas. On the agenda, you have dates to remember. Please make a note of them. And lastly, I want to thank everybody for being here, for your support. Thank you, Cabinet. And I wish everyone a wonderful winter break. I hope you're able to rest and enjoy time with your family. And now, there being no further business to come before the board, the regular and organizational meeting of December 17, 2024 is adjourned at
7:39.
7:39.
See y'all next year.
Yeah.